Hi, today I wanted to talk about something that's pretty important to me and to a lot of people, and that's cyberbullying. And cyberbullying is basically threats or just being plain mean on the internet, or maybe like texting someone something, rude, anything like that. That's considered cyberbullying. And it's actually, you can sue if someone cyberbullies you, and you can win. And I just thought I would talk a little bit about it. Um, Last year, I had some problems with these girls who went to my school, and I just stopped talking to them. I didn't want to have anything to do with them. And this year, it was high school. I'm like, let's be mature. So we were mature, and we actually became really good friends again. But there were these two girls that always just, even when we were friends, they would just, they wouldn't like act like enemies, but they were just sort of nasty to me. And I never really understood it, but I just ignored it because I had other friends and I cared about them. And recently, I got into a big fight with them over the internet. And it was these two girls against me. And when it's two against one, the odds aren't good. So basically, they took everything that I'm insecure about and they used it against me. And I hated it, and I still hate it, and I don't want anybody to go through that. So don't. If you ever feel angry at somebody, don't bully them in person either. Just keep it to yourself. It's not okay, and it just, and see, when you send somebody a message, or like in my instance, like a text message, they can read over it over and over again. And it's terrible because they can relive everything they just felt over and over again every single day. And there was this one instance that I heard of, and I'm pretty sure almost everyone did. I think it was like MySpace or something like that. And a mom like intervened because this one girl was bullying her daughter. And so she pretended that she was the daughter and just bullied this other girl, and the girl ended up killing herself. And that is not okay. Not only was she an adult and she should have known better than to pick on a little kid, it just it was just wrong. And so I just wanted to put it out there. I never ever want anyone to go through what I had to go through, because it is just the worst feeling. It makes you feel worthless because you have all these things being put against you, and then they have someone to back them up. It's like it's terrible. And so I want you guys to ask yourself this. Have you ever sent a mean, rude, threatening text message or email, or like instant message chatted someone and just been plain rude? That is cyberbullying. And you may say, oh, well, they did it back. Well, you know what? Who cares? You can be the bigger person and you can walk away from this knowing that they're childish and you aren't. So, if you think you are a cyberbully, just stop, because it's not okay. And these kids that you bully, they don't take it like a joke. They don't think, "Oh, this person's right," They don't just move on. They think about it every day. So just stop. And I'm not saying all of you do it, and I'm positive not all of you do it. But if you think you do, or you might have in the past, apologize, because it makes the person feel so bad about themselves. It's like they're nothing, they're worth nothing. Everything they have ever worked hard for, you just took away from them in a matter of minutes. Oh, I want a spelling bee, and then they just say something to, take all the pride that you feel and just take it all. Oh, I just, you know, ran a mile in 3 minutes, you know whatever. They take everything that you've ever felt good about in your entire life, and now it's gone. Just imagine that. If that's never happened to you, think about the three most important things that you've ever done, and the pride that you feel. And when someone like brings it up, you always want to say, oh, I did this, and you're so proud, and you love telling people and your parents and your friends. Well, imagine if that was taken away from you. It makes you feel worthless. I don't want any of you to do that, and I don't want anyone doing that to you. So if you know anybody who is doing that to someone else, or if someone is doing that to you, tell someone. I mean, it could be a parent, it could be a police officer, it could be your math teacher. Just tell someone, because that is not okay. No one can make you feel bad over the internet. I mean, like, a lot of these sites, they're just stupid. You know, there's this one Form Spring where people ask you questions. I just think that is the stupidest thing. I'm sorry if, any of you use that, but I just think it's dumb. It's basically where people can say like really mean things about you and you won't know who it is. So I think that's kind of dumb. But like, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, whatever. I mean, they're fun, but they put you in a position where something like this could happen. So like, you don't even have to tell an adult. You could tell your best friend. You could tell me. If you want to, inbox me and say this girl is, or this guy is, harassing me and, just being mean, just tell me. I mean, I can give you advice. I've dealt with this. I made some friends, and I made friends with the wrong people. And I didn't know that till it was too late. So I don't want any of you feeling like you're worthless or you can't do anything, because nothing these people say will ever take away the fact that you did something great. And a lot of times the cyberbullies, like, they don't know that they're being that bad. I'm not saying that it's okay, but think about it. So let's say, the thing every girl goes through, telling a guy that she likes him. So you go up to their face and say, I like you. I mean, that's just like so hard. You want to pass out. It's so scary. But when you say it like over a text or over an email, it's like it doesn't even matter. It's not as scary because you can't see their reaction. You'll only know it later. So like when anybody ever says anything over the internet, it's so much easier to say than to their face. So when someone bullies you over the internet, just think about it. They don't have the guts to say it to your face. So they're going to say it over the internet because they're not strong enough to face you in person. So don't let these people make you feel worthless. Don't let them do that to you, because you are so much better than them. Always remember that. So just, if you know anyone who's doing this to another person, talk to them. Just talk to them, because it can go really bad really fast. And if you are being bullied, talk to me, talk to your best friend, talk to a counselor, talk to a teacher, talk to your PE teacher, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, your grandma. It doesn't matter. Just let somebody know that there's someone who is bullying you. And a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to make it worse on myself, but that's exactly what I thought. And I don't want to give these people another reason to hate me, bring my parents into it or something, oh, she's such a baby, she's whining to her mom. Well, you know what? That helped me a lot more than just keeping it inside. Because when I kept it inside, it just bottled up, and it bottled up, and I reacted to them. and I let them get to me, but they can't hurt you. Don't give in to that. Don't stoop to their level and, if they say you're ugly, you don't say, "Oh, you're, stupid." Don't stoop to their level. Don't don't be just as bad as they are. Keep your pride, keep your dignity, ignore them and tell somebody because they can really help. And I mean, they may not go and be like, "Hey, you need to leave her alone." But they may just talk to you and say, basically what I'm telling you. They can't take that away from you. They may want to, they may try to, and you may feel like they did, but they won't, and they don't, and they can't. Just talk to someone.